This is the brief on Mu Chen's relentless advance to the Golden Sky Arena. So in this really key episode of The Great Ruler, right, we're diving into Mu Chen's intense journey. He's trying to lock down a spot in the legendary Golden Sky Arena, this famous proving ground, all to get to the Golden Sky Pond, which is like the ultimate prize for the truly powerful. First up, Mu Chen's arrival started with, wow, just an incredible show of force. He literally broke through a blockade of 7 elite martial artists all by himself. Now these guys were tough, kind of like the notorious Four Valleys of Beimang, a really fearsome group. But Mu Chen unleashes his terrifying demon pillar power, this unique destructive force he has, and just takes out 3 of them. The others? They were so spooked, they just let him pass. It was pure power, yeah, but also a smart psychological play. Okay, so next, Mu Chen gets to the Grand Golden Sky Arena. And guess what? Turns out he's one of 6 fighters going for only 4 spots in that Golden Sky Pond. And his competition includes the revered 4 great generals from the super important Heaven's Cage territory, plus another strong newcomer, Feng Lei. Yeah, things are set for a seriously high-stakes elimination round. And finally, Mu Chen makes this challenge that's, well, it's both strategic and deeply personal. See, one of the generals, Wu Tian, tried to rig the matchups. Feng Lei actually steps up and challenges him. But then Mu Chen specifically calls out General Cao Feng. Remember him? The former general who famously betrayed the Lucan Bird Pavilion? That's the group Mu Chen leads now. So this duel, it's way more than just fighting for a spot. It's about erasing Cao Feng's shame, restoring the pavilion's honor, and proving Ji Yu, his ally, right for trusting him. So yeah, Mu Chen's path is clear. It's not just about moving forward, it's about fighting to redeem honor.
This is the brief on a crucial battle in the Great Ruler anime. Okay, so today we're jumping into this really intense clash from the Great Ruler, episode 212. And trust me, it totally flips the script on what you think you know about power levels. First up, you've got this shocking reveal, right? Cao Feng, who used to be a commander, but then, betrayed his Luogan Bird Hall for the rival Blood Eagle Hall, he shows up with this pretty formidable level 2 Zhizun spiritual power. That's a big deal in their world. But then Mu Chen, the current Luogan commander, who's only level 1 Zhizun, he actually calls him out publicly, says he's going to take Cao Feng's arm as like an explanation for the betrayal. Wow, pretty bold. Second, things escalate fast. We're talking powerful, unique techniques and artifacts flying everywhere. Cao Feng whips out his Blood Eagle halberd that's a serious mid-tier Heavenly Realm weapon, and even manifests his special Blood Shadow body, which is ranked pretty high. Then he drops his ultimate move, this devastating Blood Demon Bell thing. But finally, and this is where it gets really good, Mu Chen shows his true, hidden strength. Cao Feng's throwing everything at him, right? But Mu Chen's energy? It's fused with this thing called Immortal Flame. He counters with his own ancient demonic pillar, which then morphs into this awesome Sumeru King version, just shattering Cao Feng's attack. And get this, from inside Cao Feng's ultimate bell attack, Mu Chen unleashes this unbounded light, forming a giant light body that just poof, nullifies the whole thing. Everyone watching is just stunned. So yeah, this epic clash really showcased unexpected power, revealing strength hidden way beneath the surface ranks.
This is the brief on The Great Ruler, episode 213. All right, so get ready, because this episode of The Great Ruler is basically one huge, absolutely brutal battle. We've got Mu Chen, who's just stepped up as the new general for the Lu God clan. Think of them as this major cultivation faction, and he's facing off against Cao Feng, a nasty traitor from the rival Bloodhawk Hall. And wow, the abilities on display are something else. Okay, let's break down the 3 big things you need to know from this clash. First, Mu Chen whips out this thing called the Sun God body, and its power's kind of off the charts. It's a unique spiritual form, a heaven's body, right? Which is like this super rare manifestation of spiritual power. But here's the kicker. It's not even listed in the official register, maybe hinting it's like a baby version of the legendary Eternal Great Divine Body. And even though Mu Chen's only a stage 1 sovereign, that's like a foundational mastery level, his Sun God body just shatters Cao Feng's attacks. Wild stuff. Second, Cao Feng goes all out. Totally desperate, you know? He's got this history of betrayal fueling him. He uses his blood shadow body, his blood shadow blade, even sacrifices his own blood for a blood demon orb. Big moves. But Mu Chen's sun god body just incinerates it all. Poof. Cao Feng gets absolutely wrecked, left crippled. Yeah, it shows desperate moves really don't work against Mu Chen. Finally, the fight ends, but bam! It instantly jumps to a commander face-off. Just as Mu Chen lands the final blow, the Bloodhawk Hall commander, Shai Ying, who's a Stage 3 sovereign, so 2 levels up, jumps in. But immediately, Jiao Yu, the Lu God clan commander, counters him with these awesome purple flames. You can just feel the tension and rivalry flare up between these two leaders. Big trouble brewing, for sure.
So, Mu Chen's crushing win didn't just settle an old score. It seriously cranked up the heat between two powerful commanders.
This is the brief on the latest developments in the Great Ruler anime. Okay, so episode 214, wow, it throws us right into some serious rivalries and crucial tests from Mu Chen. We're talking about his big journey into the Heavenly Lake of Gold, right? This place is key for leveling up what they call the Heavenly Sovereign Body, that super powerful form you get in the top-tier Sovereign realm. First up, things got tense in the Heavenly Vestige territory. After Mu Chen beat Cao Feng, Commander Sha Yang, a rival, tried to get him disqualified. But then, this really respected figure, Sui Ning, stepped in, shut that down, and made sure Mu Chen kept his spot for the lake. Big save. Second, this led straight to a major promotion for Mu Chen. He, along with 3 others, became one of the new Supreme Commanders. Big deal, right? They got these special golden tokens to enter the Heavenly Lake of Gold. Remember, this lake has this crazy intense pressure, perfect for toughening up that heavenly sovereign body. Finally, once inside the lake, Mu Chen showed off some smarts. He used his lightning god art, then his sun god body, to handle the pressure. He got down to about 800 zhang, that's maybe like 80 stories deep, and found this super concentrated energy. He decided to cultivate right there, playing it smart, knowing that going way deeper, like 2,000 zhang for the legendary golden heavenly sovereign body, was just too risky for now. So yeah, these events really lock in Mu Chen's status and set him up for some serious power-ups in that lake.
This is the brief on Mu Chen's daring cultivation in the Golden Sky Tearing Pond. Okay, so today we're diving into a really key moment from The Great Ruler. You know, where the main guy, Mu Chen, takes on this incredibly risky challenge. He's trying to forge his legendary sky-tearing golden body, which is like this ultimate power-up for cultivators, folks who use spiritual energy, all inside this mysterious, super pressurized golden pond. First off, Mu Chen's ambition here, it's just off the charts. He's hungry for power way beyond what he's got. So he actually plunges into this golden sky-tearing pond. And the pressure? It's so intense, it shrinks his protective solar god body, that's his main spiritual shield, and causes him unbelievable pain. Seriously, he pushes past limits that even top-tier cultivators couldn't break. It's this massive transformation that really amps up his power, you know, setting him up for big things. Second, this whole process, it's not just a quick dip. It's a dangerous, body-breaking evolution. The energy he absorbs starts as these 8 golden serpents, right? But then, with all the pond's crazy power, they morph into roaring golden dragons inside his solar god body. And the final test? Well, it's brutal. Superheated golden gunk from the pond's bottom threatens to literally melt him, as those dragons finally merge with him. Talk about an agonizing trial by fire. Finally, right when he's suffering the most, Mu Chen stumbles onto something, well, deeply weird and kind of chilling. As his body's just barely handling this merge, his vision cuts through the murky water, and he sees this mysterious little girl. She's got these golden, totally emotionless eyes, just resting on a stone platform way down at the bottom. And you can just feel this powerful, dangerous vibe coming off her. This isn't just some random encounter. It completely changes our understanding of what this golden sky-tearing pond actually is. This discovery just flips the script on the pond's true nature. And what's next for Mu Chen?